In a previous video, we showed how to configure AWS Cognito to allow login with Facebook. In this video, we're going to configure AWS Cognito to allow login with Google. So we'll start out by going to the Google Developer Console. So we'll go here to our browser. We'll just add a new tab and then we'll navigate to the Google Developer Console. And then we'll start out by creating a brand new project, which I'm gonna just call this AWS AA demo. And then I'll go ahead and I'll say create. And it's creating the project now. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to basically select it. So I'll go ahead there and select the project, and then we'll go to API and services. And we'll start by going to the OAuth consent screen, which we're going to need to do. So I'll go here and I'll choose external email, then go ahead and click create. Give the app a name. I'll call it AWS Cognito demo. And then for my support email, I'll just use my own email. And then I'll go here and hit save and continue. But before I do that, I'm going to go here and type in a developer address. I'll just type in my email. And then go ahead and click save and continue. So that's created our, we've configured our OAuth consent screen. So now we'll go back to credentials, and we're going to need an OAuth 2 client ID. So we'll click on create credentials, then we'll go to client ID. The application type is a web application. The name can be, I'll just call it AWS AA demo. And then for the redirect URIs, we're going to need to specify the redirect URI. So the flow is the user, the Alpha Anywhere user clicks the login button. That brings up the Cognito hosted UI. On the hosted UI, the user will click the login with Google button. Cognito will redirect to the Google authentication page. And then once Google has authenticated the user, Google will redirect back to Cognito. So this redirect URL is the redirect to the Cognito application. So we'll enter, we'll go here, we'll say add URI. So the URI that we're going to need for this field over here is the Cognito domain, which we've already seen in previous videos, followed by OAuth 2/IDP response. So I'm going to just copy this here to the clipboard and then go over here and then just paste that in. And then I can go ahead and hit create. So we've now configured this Google application, and we now need to get our secret and our client ID back to Cognito to complete the setup. So I'm going to copy the client ID here to the clipboard and then paste it into my notepad here. So I'll say client ID is equal to that. And then I'm going to go and get my secret. Now, normally you wouldn't show the secret to anybody, but since I'm going to be deleting this application after I finish recording the video, it's okay for me to show it right now. So I'll go back here and type in secret. Paste that in. And now I can go back to the Cognito setup page and add a new federated identity providers. So I'm going to go back to demo 3 over there and go to the sign-in experience and then go and add a new federated identity provider. So I'll say add, and this time I'm going to choose Google, and I'll need my client ID, which I'm going to now copy from my notepad and paste that in over there. And then I'm going to need my secret, which I'll again copy from notepad and then type that in. And then finally for my scopes, I'm going to just type in email. And now we need to map the attribute that Google uses to name the email attribute to the attribute name that Cognito uses, which is email. So if we click there, we can see that the name of this attribute in Google is also email. So we're all set now. So I'll just go ahead and say add this provider. So now I can go back to app integration, go to my app client, scroll down until I see identity providers, and then go ahead and edit that, and then go to this drop down here and add in Google. So now we've added Google as an identity provider, and at this point I can preview my hosted UI. So you can see now when I preview the hosted UI, Google is now shown as one of the available identity providers. So what we've shown in this video is how we can configure AWS Cognito to use Google as a federated identity provider. Thanks very much for watching.